and Bardstown Main Street is in the house. Now, when I think Bardstown, I think bourbon, but it's much, much more than that. With me now is Randy Mauser. And Randy, you are the Executive Director of Bardstown Main Street. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Also want to introduce you to, let me see, we've got Steve over here, right?
Hey.
Steve Stivers, and we'll talk about your shop as well. And Brandy Mattingly. Welcome, Brandy.
Thank you.
All right, so again, Bardstown. If you've ever visited Bardstown, certainly it is beautiful, but it's a great place to live. It's a great place to work, to visit, and we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
If you would, Randy, a little bit of an overview of what you accomplished with Bardstown Main Street.
Right. We just want everyone to know that we are much more than just bourbon.
Yeah, you are.
We are very proud of that. You know, we have grown as a city, and, you know, that's something that we are proud of. But we want everyone to know that we're much more than that. We have a lot of great shops in our downtown market, and we have a lot of restaurants that are locally owned that we want people to make sure they check out.
Yeah, so this is kind of like a push to say, look, you know, bourbon, yes, but also it's about the people, it's about the unique shops,
right?
A little eclectic mix here, and we're going to talk a little bit about that now. Steve Stivers, first on it. You have a place called Good Sense, right?
Making good sense.
Making good sense, and it is what it sounds like. It's
exactly what it sounds like.
Tell me a little bit about it. Yeah.
We started off making handmade soap. But we make sugar scrubs, lotion, lip balm, bath bombs, candles, wax melts. And this is our most important special right here. It's great for teacher gifts. We sell these for $10, and you get these three items, either of these three items, for $10. You can't beat that for that price.
Steve, this seems to be a trend. I mean, as far as scents and different kind of bath oils, whether it be therapeutic, exactly. Therapeutic. And tell me this, okay? It's not just females. I like to get in a nice hot bath and smell. I mean, there's nothing more relaxing.
I could give you a gazillion stories on guys that try this, like the soap or the scrubs or even the bath bombs, and then they get their wife to come back in and buy it because they've ran out of it. I swear it's amazing. They make fun of it first, like I didn't bring Tutti Frutti with me, but that's one. And it's funny that guys like scents like that. So don't think it's just for women. It's for men as well.
Yes. I am on board for that. We may talk about this guy a little bit later, but okay, let's get to Brandy over here. Brandy Mattingly, you have, I can already tell, I have never been in your shop, but I want to go after seeing your display here. Tell me a little bit about Brandy's boutique.
Yes, we have a little bit of everything. We're a ladies and children's boutique. We have clothing. We have children's sizes 0, newborn up to 5. And then we have a tween section for girls up to 16. Our ladies goes from small to extra large. We have home decor, lots of gift items. We do lots of monogramming and personalized stuff. We can monogram pretty much anything in the store.
Yeah, if you're looking at some of this, very camera friendly, and like you said, something for everyone, right?
Yes. So
perhaps you have someone who's hard to shop for. So whether it be Good Sense or Brandy's Boutique, that's just two of the stores in Bardstown. I'm wondering, is there a kind of a camaraderie, like for instance here in Louisville, a lot of great restaurants, right? So there's a camaraderie between the chefs. With you and Steve and other shop owners, is there like a, hey, let's make Bardstown more exciting than ever?
Yes, absolutely, yes. And we'll, you know, if we don't have something, we'll recommend to send them to some other store. You know, we all work together and promote each other.
Yeah, let's talk about the other things that Bardstown has to offer, Randy. Okay, so these two shops, obviously, very cool, very cool.
Very nice.
But when I say an eclectic mix, like restaurants, art galleries, tell me a little bit more about it.
I have a couple items with me if you don't mind
me
showing off. Like this lovely faux fur jacket that you can get at Peacock on 3rd. She's a very well-established business that we've had downtown for quite some time. And then along with the Sorelli merchandise, the jewelry.
Hold that still here. She wants to take a look at that. There we go. Look at that on camera. Nice.
Very pretty. Yeah. And then, of course, the earrings to match. But this is something that's fun that you may not see in other markets because she carries men's, women's, pretty much anything you can think of she has in there. But this handmade pottery that we have here, this is really cool. This is a local artist that we have in Bardstown, and you can find stuff like this and other like hand paintings and things like that at our art gallery on the square.
All right.
So that's really cool. And then of course we have jewelry. You can't go wrong without. And that, you know, this is from Marshall's Jewelers, and they carry, you know, high-end jewelry, but you can also get things like this if you're looking for a less expensive item.
Okay, so Bardstown Main Street. It's not, and I say barge. I got to watch that. It's my accent.
I do too. Yeah.
Bardstown. There, I think. Okay, so the mission isn't just about shopping and bringing in tourism dollars. It's really about educating people about what the community's about.
It is, and we've actually reached out to a lot of our school systems as well and brought them on board to get them involved because our youth is what Bardstown's all about. They're the generation that's coming up next. So we do a lot of out-community research with our schools, and they do a lot of the events with us and participate. So anything like that as far as community involvement is what we're big on.
Ooh, love that. All right, Steve, I want a recommendation from you. Okay, so holiday stressful. Everyone knows you're trying to get to the office party. You're trying to organize your own party. Maybe your in-laws are coming. That's a whole other kind of stress. So what's your recommendation?
From my store or anybody else?
From your store. From your, what's therapeutic and something
I would
calming?
say a candle. A candle fits everybody's. If after shopping, maybe a bath bomb.
Yeah.
So. How did you get in the business?
It's a long story, and if you want me to tell you the real story, but no, about 12 years ago we just started making soap, and his friends and stuff did work and took off from there. So yeah, I think the big thing that I like about Bardstown, I'm a Louisville native, and I moved to Bardstown about 10 years ago, and everybody thinks Bardstown is so far away, and it is not. It is. To drive from one side of Louisville to the other side is about what it takes to get to Bardstown. So Bardstown, I say it.
I know.
So I think it's important to realize it's a day trip. You go out with your girlfriends, take your husbands, let them go to the distilleries while you go downtown and enjoy a glass of wine and go shopping, and it's just a nice day to get away and experience Bardstown.
Yeah, I know that to be true. You can make a day of it.
Yes.
Because I remember I visited my mother for Mother's Day, and it began as like, hey, we're just going to have brunch. And then we started seeing some of the shops, and pretty soon it just got extended, and it was fun. So yeah, I know exactly what it's all about. How did you get started with your business, Brandy?
I started 10 years ago when I had my daughter, Lily Kate. I was in student teaching at the time, and I got something for her monogrammed, and I decided to start making stuff from home. Did that for a year, and then opened my first store, and did it ever since.
Congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
So very eclectic mix. Again, Bardstown Main Street. If you had to articulate to folks, like let's say someone says, okay, I'm thinking about visiting Bardstown, and you had to say, here's your schedule today. Give me 3 places you'd visit. Now, we got to exclude these guys. We know we're going here.
Yes.
Give me 3 places you'd say visit.
Okay, if you come early enough, you can always go to Mamie's Kitchen, have some breakfast.
There we go.
Homemade breakfast. You can't go wrong. And then, of course, the local shops downtown, check out Peacock, check out at Mary's. She's got a lot of really cool, fun stuff in there. If you want to get in the holiday spirit, she's the place to go. And then I would say end your night with dinner, maybe at Talbot Tavern. They even have rooms available that you can spend the night and then do the nightlife at the end of the night.
And it's okay to have a little bit of this, too, because I think don't get me wrong, you're not all about bourbon, but I don't want to run from bourbon either, right?
We do wine tastings. This is a local downtown brewery that we have that does the local handmade bottling.
Oh, this is, okay, see here, I looked at the color here and I was thinking it was bourbon. No, this
is wine.
Wine, okay,
So we're not just bourbon.
Gotcha, okay. John, read the label. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, Bardstown Main Street. Visit there soon. And visit your shops. Look fantastic. Thank you. Brandy's Boutique. And, of course, Good Sense.
Making good sense.
Making good sense. Thank you so much. All righty, Bardstown Main Street. Coming up here, we're going to you hear a lot about having a strong core and how it can help